Planet of the Fakes, and Pigstar HH News. Timeline: the murder of Cook County Jail inmate Pedro Ruiz. Chicago, CBS. Pedro Ruiz, 19, was found unresponsive in his cell in the Cook County Jail early Saturday morning. He was pronounced dead soon after. 24-year-old Christian Gonzalez was charged with first-degree murder. As the investigation into Ruiz's death continues, CBS 2 has learned more about the events that lead to Ruiz's death. May 31, 2019, Christian Gonzalez is arrested on attempted murder charges. Then 23-year-old Christian Gonzalez is arrested for an incident in 2017 in which police allege he used an assault-style rifle to shoot and wound a man. He is booked into the Cook County Jail shortly after on June 2, 2019. A month later, he is indicted on 6 counts of attempted murder. November 19, 2019, Gonzalez participates in an attack on an inmate inside the jail. Surveillance video inside the jail shows Gonzalez was one of 5 inmates who attacked another inmate inside a dayroom, an area where inmates can congregate and move more freely than in their cells. Gonzalez is seen repeatedly kicking the man, who was hospitalized with puncture wounds from a mace knife used in the attack, while he was on the ground. Gonzalez and the 4 other inmates accused in the attack were charged with attempted murder shortly after the incident. January 29, 2020, Pedro Ruiz is arrested on an attempted murder charge. 19-year-old Pedro Ruiz is arrested in Chicago's Back of the Yards neighborhood after police officers on patrol said he matched the description of a suspect in a recent shooting which left a man with multiple gunshot wounds. He is placed in a cell with Gonzalez shortly after being booked into the Cook County Jail. February 1, 2020, Ruiz is found dead in his cell. 12:24 a.m. A Cook County Jail correctional officer begins a 30-minute security check. 12:27 a.m. Jail staff report Ruiz is secured in his cell. 12:54 a.m. to 1:28 a.m. Jail correctional officers conduct 2 more security checks. During one of those checks, Gonzalez says to one of the officers, "Something is wrong with my cellmate, Ruiz." The officer initially reports seeing Gonzalez propped against a wall with no visible injuries. 1:53 a.m. 3 higher-ranking jail officers arrive on the scene and see Gonzalez laying on the floor of the cell near the door, covered in blood. 1:54 a.m. Gonzalez exits the cell willingly and is handcuffed without resistance. 1:55 a.m. One of the higher-ranking officers calls over the radio to activate 911. Paramedics from the jail's hospital are called. 1:56 a.m. Gonzalez is secured in a holding cell. 2:02 a.m. A jail officer notifies the jail's superintendent of the incident by phone. 2:05 a.m. An ambulance from the Chicago Fire Department arrives. 2:13 a.m. Jail paramedics arrive. 2:18 a.m. Officials exit the area where the attack occurred, known as a tier. The tier is then secured as a crime scene. 2:22 a.m. A correctional officer retrieves a T-shirt, covered in blood, from Gonzalez. It is placed into an evidence bag and given to a sheriff's police officer. Ruiz is taken out of the jail and placed in an ambulance. 2:25 a.m. The ambulance leaves the jail en route to Mount Sinai Hospital. 2:56 a.m. Ruiz is pronounced dead. Full video link in the description. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow, hit the bell, and, if you get time, go to www.unresponsive.org.